Have you ever felt like something isn't right within the church? Maybe you've sensed that the original purpose has been lost or that your connection with God has grown increasingly distant. If you're watching this video, you're probably already questioning the role of religious institutions in your spiritual journey. But what's really happening? Why are so many chosen ones making the difficult decision to step away from the church? And what does this mean for your faith? If you're searching for deeper answers and true spiritual freedom, you've come to the right place. We're going to explore why this choice could be the most transformative of your life and how it could bring you even closer to God. So before we begin, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss any content about this unique spiritual journey. Let's dive in and understand why the path to true freedom may lie outside the walls of the church. Empty rituals versus genuine connection with God. Tradition can be beautiful, but when rituals become mere soulless repetitions, it's easy to feel like something is missing. For many chosen ones, a true connection with God goes beyond repeated hymns and generic messages that fail to touch the heart. They long for authenticity, for a vibrant and living spirituality that inspires and transforms. God is dynamic and wants to move in your life in a personal and unique way. Often this requires us to step away from rigid structures that limit spiritual freedom. Imagine being able to talk to God directly, without intermediaries, without external pressures to conform to certain practices. Your relationship with God doesn't need to be validated by rituals. It's validated by your sincere heart and your pursuit of truth and intimacy with the Creator. Allow yourself to question rituals that no longer make sense and open up to deep spiritual encounters where your soul truly connects with God in a free and authentic way. The power of solitude, finding God in silence. We often confuse loneliness with solitude, but the chosen ones understand that there's a crucial difference. Solitude is a sacred space where we find God more intimately, away from the noise and distractions of the world. Jesus, our greatest example, frequently withdrew to pray in silence, in secluded places to reconnect with the Father, and we should do the same. Stepping away from the crowd might be one of the most liberating decisions you'll ever make. In solitude, there's no expectation to follow a predefined pattern. It's just you and God. In this quiet space, you can hear His voice more clearly. God doesn't compete with the noise of crowds or church activities. He speaks in whispers, in the silence of your heart, waiting for you to be willing to listen. These moments of deep connection are where you will find answers, strength, and direction. Don't be afraid to seek God on your own. Many of the greatest revelations come in moments of silence and introspection, breaking free from materialism and superficiality. Unfortunately, many churches have strayed from their original purpose, placing more emphasis on material possessions than on spiritual growth. For the chosen ones, this feels like a spiritual alarm bell. We know that our true wealth isn't found in earthly possessions, but in the treasure we build in heaven, in our relationship with God, in our faith, and in the acts of love we carry out here on earth. When you notice this distortion, it's natural to feel demotivated or even frustrated. But know that you don't have to conform to this reality. Instead of following a path that prioritizes appearances, you can choose a path of authenticity and purpose. God sees the heart and cares about your sincere devotion, not what you have or how much you contribute financially. Be willing to break free from materialism and focus on your spiritual journey. In this freedom, you'll find true meaning and a richness that no possession can offer. Walking with God in freedom. Leaving a traditional church can be one of the most challenging decisions you'll face, but it can also be the most liberating. It's an opportunity to live your faith fully, without the limitations imposed by doctrines that may no longer reflect what you believe or seek spiritually. True spiritual freedom is following where God calls you, without the pressures of conformity or empty routines. This journey is unique, personal, and full of possibilities. By freeing yourself from the expectations of others, you will find a deeper connection with God, and a connection based on love, faith, and truth, not on rules or rituals. Live your journey with confidence, knowing that God is guiding you every step of the way. And remember, you're not alone. There is a community of chosen ones, people who are also seeking a more authentic and connected spirituality. Together we can grow, learn, and support each other in this walk toward true spiritual freedom. The decision to step away from traditions and seek a more authentic connection with God is both courageous and transformative. As you follow this path, you'll be moving closer to the spiritual freedom that so many desire, a journey where you can hear God's voice more clearly and feel His presence more intimately. Remember, you're not abandoning your faith. You're deepening it in a way that resonates more with your soul. And the best part of this journey is that you don't have to walk it alone. Here, we're forming a community of people who seek the same thing, to grow spiritually, without institutional barriers, and to live a more authentic faith directly connected to God. If this video has helped or inspired you in any way, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. Together, we'll keep progressing in this journey of faith, exploring new paths, and sharing powerful insights that bring us closer to the divine. Let's walk this road to true spiritual freedom side by side. May God bless your journey and see you in the next video.